Hello, my name is Riccardo De Pieri. I am a sales engineer and product specialist in ENVEA since 2018. In this video, I will be answering some questions about global emission monitoring. So let's begin. The first reason why it is important for the operators to have a continuous emission monitoring system is to comply with the emission regulations. In European Union, the main regulations are EN 15267 and EN 14181 that ask the instrumentation to be used for environmental monitoring to be certified by TUV and or by the EMS. In USA, the rules are made by US EPA and give specific rules concerning the accuracy of the measurements made on the stack. The second but most important reason is human health. To give some example, pollutants emitted by the industries like NOx and mercury are harmful for health. Micropollutants like dioxins accumulate in the environment and are absorbed by animal tissues, becoming in this way part of our food chains. CO2 and CH4 and N2O are all greenhouse gases. A third reason why continuous emission monitoring system is important is that it may help to have a better energetic efficiency. For instance, CO and O2 monitoring in the measuring may give useful information about the efficiency of a combustion process. First of all, it is important to choose a good technical solution for the emission monitoring system to make sure it will be suitable for the concentrations of the pollutants and conform to the regulations. Using certified instruments is a good starting point, but after the installation, the system needs to be checked and maintained. In European Union, the directives for environmental monitoring ask that after the installation of the continuous monitoring system, an accredited laboratory performs a parallel manual measurement to check the results. This quality procedure is called CAL2. The directives also require the end user to perform a periodical check of the system by means of calibration gases and other reference materials like, for instance, optical filters. This further quality check is called CAL3. Addressing to large instrument manufacturers and accredited laboratories helps to keep the whole measuring system in the best efficiency. ENVEA may help the customer choose the best suitable technical solution, supply turnkey solution, perform commissioning and startup, and then take care of the periodic and extraordinary maintenance. ENVEA product portfolio is the most complete in the market. Gas monitoring for CO, CO2, NOx, SO2, dust, flow, and also some less common compounds like ACl, HF, and mercury may be measured continuously. When technology does not allow a continuous measurement, ENVEA developed some specific solution, like the continuous samplers for dioxins and furans, and a sampler of CO2 to determine the biogenic CO2 content in the flue gas. Continuous emission monitoring system, CEMS, consists on the instrumentation and, not less important, a data acquisition and handling system, also called DAS. This system imports and records in real time the raw data measured by the instruments, then checks they are valid, performs calculation of the average value, checks if the emission limit values are respected, and allow the operator to see the trend of the measurements and also emit the reports for the environmental authorities. The CEMS performs the measurements at the start when it might be too late to regulate the process. ENVEA has developed a wide range of instruments that may be used to make additional measurements in the process. For instance, the laser-based process analyzer LAS 5000XD allows to measure CO or O2 or other gas concentrations directly in the process duct. Other examples are hot multi-gas analyzers like MIR 9000H and MIR FT, allowing to monitor the concentrations of ACL, CO2, CO, O2 and other gas in the raw gas to perform an optimized regulation of the process. The additional measurement may be combined with other ENVEA solutions for the process. For example, ENVEA PicoFlow allows to measure how much solid reagent is added to the raw gas and to compare this quantity to what is required according to the process gas composition. In this way, the quantities of the reagents may be regulated in real time, and the plant operator will reduce the quantity of used reagents to be disposed as industrial waste. More in general, all process measurements allow to respect emission limit values more easily and also save money by making the plant more efficient. Another great example of the benefit of process measurements are dust measurements done after bag filters. It is possible to detect any problem in the filtering tissue before the dust concentrations at the stack closes to the emission limit value. And once a filter bag needs to be changed, less manpower will be necessary because the operator will know in advance which group of bags has an issue without the need to inspect hundreds of bags. I hope you found these answers informative. If you want to learn more, get in touch with me and my ENVEA team and ENVEA Global and find out how you can ensure regulatory compliance and optimize your emission monitoring.